Hey, it's Claude Larson, and I'm in my studio, and I want to talk about loving the process of creativity. And, I make a lot of these videos from my studio. I know I've made a few in other locations, but the thing about loving the process is it needs to be unconditional love. Because sometimes the process is messy. Sometimes the process feels like winter, barren, and it looks like not much is happening, even though maybe the ideas are, ruminating in there. Maybe they're waiting for spring. Maybe the process looks like spring. Everything's starting to grow. Everything, things are popping up. Maybe it looks like summer where the ideas are flowing. Maybe it looks like fall, like, okay, I'm shedding this, I'm not going to work in this medium anymore, or, I'm going to let go of doing landscapes or, whatever. So there's different seasons, and the process will change, but you have to love the process unconditionally. You can't say, I love being an artist when I'm making really great work. Because sometimes, you're experimenting. It's not coming out the way you want. It's not going the way you thought it would. And so you have to love the process even when it doesn't seem to be working in your favor. You have to love the process when things are going well. You have to love the process even when it has bad timing. Right now, I got a big show coming up. I've got everything packed. I've got everything ready. And you know what? I can't help myself. I'm down in my studio and I'm making things and I'm playing. Why? Because the creativity is just bubbling up. So I have to, you know, not worry about things that aren't happening yet and like allow time for this. Is it great timing? I don't know. It's not perfect timing, but I'm down here playing, loving it, and I have to love the process, even if it's not on my time schedule, even if the process is me cleaning out my studio because I don't know what else to do in here and the ideas aren't flowing, even if the studio's a giant mess and I've got 5 things in the works. Love it unconditionally and it will serve you. But as soon as you put conditions on your creativity is when you stop it in its tracks, right? If you say, I'm going in and I'm going to finish a painting today, you you might not you might not be motivated to get in there because there's the uncertainty of whether or not you're going to finish that painting, right? And it's one thing to say, I've got 5 things to varnish. I'm going to get the varnish out. That's less creative. That's a productive activity. That's a task that needs doing, but it's not the same as loving the process. If your process is stunted because you're asking too much of it, let go. And I will tell you this, if you're struggling and you can't make your, like, I don't know, I can't get myself in there, 10 to 15 minutes a day, it just starts the energy going. Once the energy's going, then the energy's flowing. And then once the energy's flowing, whatever happens next is what happens next. Maybe the ideas bubble up. Maybe you start shedding things that just don't serve you anymore. Maybe you were only working in sketchbooks. Okay, time to put down the sketchbooks and get to this. Or maybe you were only working on paintings and it's time to, revisit the sketchbooks. Whatever the case may be, if you can't get the process in motion, 10 to 15 minutes a day. Commit to that, and the process will take care of itself. Don't force the process to be something that it might not be today. Just make space for it. Go in, see how you feel, get in motion, whatever that looks like for you, whether that's painting, whether it's molding clay, whether it's cutting fabric, whatever it is. But as soon as you put conditions on your creativity, you suck all the fun out of it. So just my 2 cents, especially here, like it's winter now. I have more indoor time, so I kind of like to spend more time in my studio in the winter. I don't force things to come out, but the fact that I'm in here more often, I generally end up making more work because the conditions line up. I don't force the conditions, it happens because of the flow of the seasons. Your creativity has seasons. Recognize that. Go with the flow. Okay, that's it. Go have fun. Go play for 10 minutes or go clean your studio for 10 minutes, whatever the case may be. Until next time, have a great and creative day. Bye.